Hello, and welcome to a video that's kind of gonna break the habit of my travel videos on my feed. But I feel like it's important to also talk about things that I'm passionate about outside of traveling and meeting new people and exploring. So today we're going to talk about a concept that I find fascinating. If you haven't thought about this before, or if you have, but you haven't felt the way I feel when I think about it, if you internalize what I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure you will. And so the concept is that the future is a blank slate, meaning that nobody in the entire world knows what is going to happen in 10 minutes, in an hour, in 1 week, in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. Literally anything could change. Anything could happen. You can be in a different city, different country, different family. You could be doing different things, a different career. You might not even be here, unfortunately. And that is absolutely amazing in a sense, because even though anything could change, everything could also stay the same. And so this is what I find incredible. Joe Dispenza, by the way, in his book, Becoming Supernatural, says that the future is predictable if you continue taking the same action. It's like saying to have something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before, which is pretty logical, right? If I'm right now having the same habits, having the same job, waking up at the same time, buying the same foods, there's little space for change, right? I'm probably gonna have what I'm having in a month or a year if nothing that I do changes, okay? So this is pretty logical. I guess the first question you can ask yourself right now is, do I like my current situation? Do I like my current personal reality? Okay, do I like where I am right now? Or am I looking for something bigger? Okay, I guess everyone has goals. I mean, goals are an incredible part of life, and I think that also bring happiness, enjoying the process of attaining something you don't have. Actually, there's more dopamine in that than achieving the actual goal itself. So even if you're completely satisfied with your life right now, there's always something, I guess, you could look forward to growing. It doesn't have to be having great mansions, supercars, millions on your bank account, even though this is a healthy goal to have if you know how to manage a healthy relationship with money. It can be simply being a better sister, a better mom, a better partner, eating better, sleeping better, having a cleaner room, a cleaner space, a cleaner house. Could be literally anything. And even if at work you're working on a specific project, your goal could be being more efficient at working towards this KPI or whatever you're currently working on. And so, to what extent do you understand that your actions are the most important key factor to provoke changes to achieve this goal? Again, your actions are extremely important in the process of achieving what you want to achieve the goal. So taking the same actions and staying with the same habits will lead you to the exact same reality you have now. Stupid example. I'm a runner. I'm a recreational runner. I don't run crazy distances. I enjoy running for mental development, strength, cardiovascular training, all of that. Okay, I can run 5 kilometers, no problem. That's my usual run. If I have a goal of running 15 kilometers as easily as I can run 5K, that's completely possible. Okay, there's nothing that's going to block me from it. But am I going to be able to do that in a month? Maybe I could. Obviously, I could if I train every day. In a month, I could be running 15K at a good pace. But also in a month, I could not be running 15K at a good pace, and I could be at the same level as I am now. Meaning that only if I take action into changing what I'm currently doing in this current moment, in that case, I can achieve the goal and I can change what I'm capable of. But if I don't change anything that I'm doing right now, if my trainings remain the same, I won't be able to run 15K. And so, unless some crazy opportunity pops up in your life from an external source, you will remain the same as you are right now in a week, in a month, in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years. Okay? Again, the future is unpredictable. Nobody knows what can happen in a year, in a month, right? So maybe your uncle will come and donate his entire heritage to your family. Maybe you will win the lottery. Maybe your partner will ban all the sugars in your house, which will push you to not eat sugar. So maybe there are going to be those external circumstances that are going to help you in some way without you having to take action, but that's extremely rare, okay? You are the source of change. It's only by changing what you're currently doing that you will achieve things that you want to achieve. If you don't change anything that you're currently doing, you will never change. Unless, again, something magical happens from the exterior world. You want a better job? If you don't apply, if you don't actively meet new people, ask questions, send emails, network, how do you expect to have a new job? Oh yes, you could be headhunted. Again, that's an external possibility, but extremely rare, right? So this basically means and leads to the idea that your personal reality is linked to your personality. Okay, so again, this is something said by Joe Dispenza. If you don't know who he is, we've heard about him but didn't read his work, highly recommended. Watch YouTube videos, read a book. This one is Becoming Supernatural. Articles, podcasts, he's great. So what he says is that your personality creates your personal reality. Okay, so let's define what is personality, okay? We basically have an idea of personality. Everyone has their own personality. But what forms a personality? Well, according to Britannica, the official definition is personality is a characteristic way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. When your personality remains static, okay, so when your thinking, feeling, and behaviors become static, so remain the same, you tend to repeat similar patterns, leading to a consistent personal reality. However, by intentionally changing your personality through shifting your internal state, you can change your external reality and create new possibilities. So this process of changing the way you think, your thoughts, your behaviors, your feelings, or how you react to your feelings will then shift your internal state and will make you experience life in a different way, right? And create new possibilities. And so this process involves shifting beyond your learned programs because the way you currently are is 95% subconscious, right? Your learned programs, the way I'm moving my hand right now, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just doing it because I have learned to do that. The way you walk, if you stand straight or, you're a bit more slouched, that's also something that you've done so many times that it's automatic. So 95% of your behavior is automatic, but that's for another video. And so once you move beyond your learned programs, your current habits of waking up at this time, going to sleep at that time, looking at your phone at night, if you shift beyond that, and again, you create new habits, new behaviors, new thoughts, then you actively construct a different self. Okay, again, if I continue training once a week in my running, I do 5K a week, how am I expecting to run 15K at a normal pace in a month? It's only by shifting my current behaviors, my current thoughts towards running and doing something new that I will be able to achieve that goal. And so this is an example for sports, right? But this can be for anything, for jobs, for fitness, for attracting wealth. You have to change the way you are, your personality, in order to change your personal reality. So the future is a blank slate. Nobody knows where you will be in a year. Not your mom, not your sister, not your grandma, not your coworkers, not your friends. It's predictable only if you stay the same. But if you're looking for bigger things in your life, you want to attract better opportunities, it's only up to you to do that. You are the only influencing factor of your future. You have the power as a human creator, as a human being, to consciously change what your habits are, your actions are, your perspective is on things in order to change your current state and influence different behaviors to attract new opportunities and better things in your life, depending on what your goals are. So set your goals, realize that if you don't change what you're currently doing, you will not achieve what you currently want, and work towards that and enjoy the process because the process is the best part of it, right? Learning, growing, creating new neural pathways, becoming a better person, stronger, more experienced, and showing people that this is possible, right? I think that's the best thing. When you do new things in your life, yes, it's exciting. Yes, it comes from your heart and you want to do those new experiences. But the best thing, I think, is influencing others in your circle and showing them that this is possible. Okay, you're an influencer. You could be an influencer as well. Not in a cringy way where you have to post everything on social media. Do it for yourself. But by doing extraordinary things and provoking change in your life, you're showing other people that this is possible for them too. And you're actively increasing the positivity and consciousness and awareness and healthiness and positivity in the world. I mean, it starts with you, right? So that's it. The future is a blank slate. You have control. You have power. Listen to yourself. If you want to change something, change it because you're capable of it. And I'll see you soon.